So the sentence I said probably the most often was "Mluvím anglicky," which is "Do you speak English?" So I was in Poděbrady, which is a spa town just outside of Prague. So it's about 15 minutes by train. Every weekend we went to Prague at least once. Because it's so easy to access. The train's about £3, I think. It's £3 for a 50-minute train, which is ideal, really. So it's a great way to sort of see a load of the Czech Republic, really. I didn't want to be in Prague because I found when I was there, a lot of people just naturally spoke English. And obviously the point of going was to learn the language. So where I was, it wasn't as touristy, so the English wasn't as good there, which is good because it meant I had to use my Czech. The most challenging things about learning Czech was kind of the dialect was a big thing, because it was such a regional dialect. What I was learning in the classroom was different to what people were speaking in the shops and the restaurants. So it was almost a bit of like an added barrier between actually learning the language and speaking to the locals, I guess. The cases as well was a big thing, because every single word changes depending on who you're talking to, what you're talking about, what the subject of the conversation is. So that was just a really big thing to wrap my head around. So it's influenced my study in that what I really enjoy about history is looking at how we access history and how it's taught. So to actually go to another country and see how they teach their own history and immersing yourself in the culture and like the statues and the architecture and what that tells you, right? Especially in Prague, and because I was learning in a castle as well, so my lessons were all in a castle. So that itself was almost like, it felt like a historical experience, really. And it really opened my eyes to the history of the Czech Republic. So Jak se máš is how are you, which is the one I use most. It's like my go-to. I go to a restaurant, I would say Jak se máš. And then I would say, if someone asked me, you'd say mám se dobře, which is I am good. And then na zdraví is cheers, which is probably the most used one I said, to be honest. So the thing I found most rewarding about my experience there was just meeting so many people of different cultures. It was great to immerse myself in the Czech culture especially, and I was quite surprised at the range of people that were coming for the course. I thought it would be a mainly European thing, so for people around the world to meet all of them was really good. Yeah, well, I definitely think I'll keep using Czech in the future because I want to do the Czech course next year, and I think it will really help me access a lot of sort of historical sources I'll be able to use. And it's actually a really good way to keep in touch with some of the friends I made in the Czech Republic, because I mean, they all could speak English, but it's a really cool way to keep practicing Czech, and that we all sort of still message each other in Czech. I'm a bit slower to reply because I got to double check, but yeah, I think it's something I'll definitely keep using. So the advice I'd give is definitely go for it. Definitely give it a try, because it is an amazing opportunity.